Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Friday, January 25th, 2019 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I claim peace as my vibration. And I think that's something that we can remember. Sometimes just reminding ourselves through mantra, through words that have some kind of resonant meaning with us, peace, love, joy, to bring those in when energies feel rough can shift you. Words do have so much power and meaning. So just remember that through today. Not because today is a particularly turbulent day, but the astro could expand, Jupiter energy could expand turbulence within you. One more thing I want to enter or add to that energy mantra is Om Shanti Om. If you prefer Sanskrit, energetics, Shanti, peace, Om Shanti Om. So claim peace as your vibration. So this big energy that we're working with and that could lead to some turbulence is a trine, which is a very supportive connection, a trine between Mars and Jupiter. So Mars energy is where the potential turbulence comes in. Mars energy is that fire, especially in Aries. It's fiery, it's passionate, it dives in headfirst without thinking. There is just action with Mars and Aries energy. Mars energy, every sign, every planet has its high vibration and its not as high vibration. So there is the anger, aggression side of the Mars energy. And then there's the passionate side where you move from this passionate soul force or love energy. Now, as this energy, this very passionate, active energy, is connecting to Jupiter in Sagittarius, which does have higher ideals. It is good at seeing a broader perspective. It is the adventurer, which could add to the headfirstness of anything. But Jupiter expands whatever it touches. So in this very helpful connection, this trine, depending where we are in that Aries-Mars energy, passion or aggression, we may have that expanded upon. I think this is a really good setup for Chiron moving into Aries in just under a month. Because with Chiron moving into Aries, we're going to bring healing energy to that Aries energy. But it's a really good time to be very aware of where you're acting from. Are you acting from the place of frustration in your life? Or are you acting from the place of passion within your life? And make that choice. And what feels peaceful to you? Does it feel peaceful to act from the aggression place? Does it feel peaceful to act from that passion place? Is your passion peaceful? Or is there, something there for you that you need to work on? This is a great time to acknowledge that. What is behind the action? What is behind the passion? And even what's behind any of the drama? Fire signs can be they're such deep feelers. So fire signs can be so dramatic. What is behind the drama? Now, there's a few things I want to say about this. I feel like this is a great energy. Do I have this card? I don't think I have this card. No. I think this is a great energy for breakthrough, for breaking through blocks that have held us back. And I feel like some of these blocks are like personal blocks, personal things, either that I can't do it, I'm afraid to do it, kind of blocks that we have, or I don't know if I'm good enough kind of blocks, because Mars in Aries also can remind us who we are. And Jupiter is like there cheering you on, being like, yeah, you do it. So I have a few things to mention about this. One of the words that comes to mind with this energy of Mars and Jupiter together is spiritual or peaceful warrior. And when I looked up warrior, didn't love all of the definitions. Some of the definitions were like people who are good at war. But one definition that was out there was somebody who fights the good fight. And that's the thing about getting through some of those blocks, is sometimes you have to be willing to fight the good fight. Sometimes you have to fight your ego. Sometimes, I don't want to say you have to fight your wounds or trauma, but you have to work with, which can feel like a fight, some of the wounds and trauma that have come up. Sometimes you have to fight with the part of yourself that wants to protect you from looking at these spaces. So again, be very aware of that and keep going back to that Jupiter in Sagittarius energy. Hold the higher perspective. There is a higher perspective for you in and through this. One other thing that I want to remind you of in and through this energy, because I just feel like we're busting through. We're so busting through this gate. Here are these cards. We're busting through this gate that has held us back, this thing that has held us back. God, universe, spirit, when I'm using it for simplicity, God leads you to it, you will be led through it. And your guides are with you. Your guides are with you, supporting you, moving you through these energies. Listen to your passion. Call in peacefulness to support you in and through this. So, another thing that I want to mention in this, we have Chiron finishing up its cycle in Pisces. Chiron is really close to hitting that 29th degree. It's like 28 degrees, 52 minutes right now. So it's just got to hit 60 minutes before it shifts to 29 degrees. So at this 28 degrees, one of the things I feel like a lot of us are working through is some of the worth stuff. And it does have this past life, karmic, ancestral correlation through it. Again, that Mars and Aries energy is like, remember who you are. And that connects back to this eclipse that we just had. Remember your power. Remember that inspiration. Remember that soul fire within you and let it help guide you through this. Again, with the air of peacefulness, because we all do have a soul mission that is seated within us and wants to burst forth and help support us in living. All right, so besides this big thing, we have the sun connecting to the moon. So the sun in Aquarius, moon in Libra. This is at 5 degrees. Don't overthink things, but definitely take your time to look through the energies. You know, that Mars energy, like I said, can be very head first. I think sometimes when we think through things, we really will talk ourselves out of things and we'll talk ourselves out of the passion. So that's thinking it too far. But it's also making sure that you are in that alignment, finding that yin and yang balance, listening to your inner intuition, and then taking that, appropriate action from that place. Also, listen for guidance, higher guidance to help move you through whatever is coming up for you to move through with a little Om Shanti Om. The last thing to look at, well, 2 things I want to say. I want to remind you in regards to peace. Peace does start within. Within each of us, peace is seated. Peace is possible within each of us. But if you do not have peace within you, then it's going to be really hard to create peace outside of yourself. So right now, this is a really good day with that moon in Libra energy to find that balance of peace and harmony within you, or even just be aware what within yourself would bring you to a peaceful state, and how can you bring yourself in and through that. Now we have the moon in Libra squaring Saturn, Saturn in Capricorn, and I just clapped my hands together like they were cymbals, because that energy definitely could clash. This is one of the things that we're moving through that I hope that Mars is kind of pushing us all through. Saturn in Capricorn is still working on shifting the agendas of the world away from this societal American dream, or whatever, wherever you live, what that dream is, to a place where we are honoring our soul commitments, our soul, I can't get the word. Compact is the word I want to say, but it's not that. Our soul, I can't get it right now. Where we're shifting to that place where we honor that, where we step up into that. It doesn't always cause peace on the outside. This last year was very indicative of that for me. But if you are at peace inside, then you're aligning with yourself. Really look at that. There's a way to be a productive person in this society as you show up on soul purpose, in soul purpose, And that's what's going to, again, shift the world. But you may feel a little rubbing of that. You may feel some disapproval. You may feel some doubt even in and of yourself. This is a call to release that. Know your worth. Obviously, be good to yourself in and through it, but listen to your higher self to draw you through this gate that has been holding you back. So I think I'm going to end it with that for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com for that. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There is more than enough love in the world for you, and you have the power. Namaste.